You send in 41,000 emails, 350 voice messages, 744 tweets, 48 Facebook messages, and
Today, it's 17th of December 2025. I've just been forced to leave. I've had to leave the library because of internal breaking sessions. I've been saying for about six months to 10 months that they started stripping out my ability to get power in society, or my ability to think for myself. And today is one of those days where they've really started stripping out my ability to think or my ability to get power. They physically started to strip out my ability to think for myself, or my jaw's completely snagged shut. I've been saying for 6 to 10 months now, jaw is getting worse and worse, snagged shut. My ability to think for myself or my ability to get power has been stripped out. So they've physically restrained or snagged my ability to get power in society. So I'll obviously never work again. I'll never... Basically it's for people in a really serious controlled state. It's for the most high risk, most mentally ill people in society in the world. It's not just in the UK, it's in the world. If you're snagging somebody's ability to think for herself or ability to get power in society, it's for the most acute cases of mental illness and high risk dangers to everybody, not just themselves but everybody. And I don't apply to anything remotely even close to any of those categories, but somehow I've just been sat in the library then and I had to leave because of snagging or physical restraint. I'm like, but snagging my jaw shut with my physical ability to think or get power in society. So I'm now sat there in a full control state, quality of life or ability to get power in society significantly restrained or snagged. So I'm completely incapable of getting power in society. That means I'm incapable of work, I'm incapable of pretty much getting on in society outside of a high risk asylum. That is what institutionalisation is. That's why it's not even life in an asylum, it's life in general. Physical restraint on somebody's ability to get power in society is the worst thing you can do. I'm sat in the library there with every single bit of my ability to get power in society physically restrained or snagged. Obviously costing me significant portions of my life. Crippling, degrading still continues. More controlled state getting worse and worse. The controlled state getting very, very serious now. I've said for 6 months to 10 months. If you look back on the videos how serious it's getting. Struggling to leave the tent. Me getting anything done in society is becoming less and less. Me getting power in society is becoming less and less getting anything done. It's just becoming more and more because they're pulling out my ability to get power in society and internalising it to be in a controlled state. So the controlled state is getting worse and worse. The overwhelmed institutional self's getting worse. It's pressing on my jaw. My jaw is completely wide shut and it started to press on my teeth. My teeth are aching and becoming loose at the back because of my jaw completely constantly wide shut, which is getting worse and worse. Physical restraint on my ability to get power in society or get a life in society being physically snagged and stripped out in an institutional self. All I can say is control state getting worse and worse, quality of life getting worse and worse, physically restraining my power over my own life or ability to get a life in society. Control state getting worse and I'm struggling, I'm almost incapable of getting a life out in society whatsoever because they're continually stripping out my physical restraint or control over my own life. Critical condition still continues. They've just pulled out or snagged a significant part of my power or ability to get power in society. It's costing me every day of my life. Progressive institutionalisation or progressive overwhelming institutionalisation continues. Crippling control state continues with my entire life snagged. Jaw completely wide shut and they've just physically snagged every single bit of my ability to get power in society or think for myself in society. Struggling to even speak to myself, slurring my words because they're stripping all that my life out, physically restraining all my life. Problem continues, it's 17th of December.